A sexual assault and hazing lawsuit involving New Mexico State and 5 former members of its men's basketball program was settled this afternoon. Thank you for choosing KTSM 9 News at 10. I'm Andy Morgan. Now, an attorney for the plaintiffs in the case, who are also former members of the men's basketball team, says she's satisfied with the results of the settlement. KTSM 9 Sports Director Colin Deaver has been following this story extensively for us over the past 6 months and joins us live in the studio tonight with our top story at 10.
Andy, alleged victims and former NMSU basketball players Deuce Benjamin and Shakiru Odunewu have some semblance of justice tonight after settling their sexual assault and hazing lawsuit today against former coaches Greg Heyer and Dominique Taylor and their former teammates Kim Aiken Jr., Dr. Bradley, and DeShondre Washington. Heyer, of course, was fired in February, and none of the men are still a part of the NMSU program after they were a part of arguably NMSU's athletics' darkest moment. Deuce Benjamin and Shakiru Odunewu endured months of alleged abuse as members of the New Mexico State men's basketball program. A lawsuit filed by the pair against 2 of their former coaches and 3 former teammates was settled with New Mexico State University on Tuesday. The lawsuit's claims against the 5 men dismissed with prejudice as part of the civil settlement.
They'll look forward to moving on to other things than dealing with this, but I also believe that they're certainly pleased to have sought accountability.
Terms of the settlement will be released at a later date by New Mexico's Risk Management Department. The lawsuit made multiple allegations of sexual assault, harassment, and hazing against former players Kim Aiken Jr., Dr. Bradley, and DeShondre Washington that allegedly occurred for over 8 months. It also alleged that former head coach Greg Heyer and assistant coach Dominique Taylor were made aware of these allegations as early as November of 2022 and did nothing to stop them.
We're very pleased that the university recognized the harm to our clients, recognized and took responsibility for the case.
NMSU confirmed the settlement on Tuesday, saying in a statement in part, quote, "We're pleased this situation has now come to a resolution and all parties are able to move forward." An attorney for Greg Heyer denied the lawsuit's allegations, saying in part, quote, "There was no investigation which provided Coach Heyer with the ability to respond to any allegations, all of which he denies. Coach Heyer is pleased to have this chapter behind him and looks forward to returning to coaching." The plaintiff's attorney said Heyer wasn't interviewed because the case was settled. Heyer and Taylor did not respond to KTSM's request for comment on Tuesday, while Bradley and Washington professed their innocence on social media. For the victims, Benjamin and Odunewu, this settlement is a way for them to begin healing.
Well, certainly I hope that behavior radically changes, and that no one ever sees anything like my client saw. If you're able to get a fair and a just result, that's the best bet.
Now, this is the end of the civil case, but the New Mexico Attorney General's office tells KTSM that it is still investigating for possible criminal charges at this time, as long as the victims involved continue to cooperate with that investigation, which, of course, is still ongoing with no timetable for its completion. Andy.